Right, 26 September 2024. And today I'm going to be giving you our evening update so that you can understand what has been going on through the rest of the day today. And normally I do these updates so that you can understand what is significant and what is coming ahead of us. So as I said, we have an important 5 weeks ahead of us. And I'm expecting a lot of action to take place. And this is going to start to show us what kind of government we're going to have within the next 3 years. So we're now going to the next government, but that government is going to start with what is happening right now within ZANU-PF. And what is happening in ZANU-PF is that we now have two clear centers of power. So there is Mnangagwa doing activities on one side and General Chiwenga doing activities on the other side. And General Chiwenga is working mostly with the churches. So when you see General Chiwenga moving around, he's normally going to certain places where there are churches. And I think that is a strategy. And I don't know how Mnangagwa is going to counter that strategy. So today, Mnangagwa was in Nyanga, where he was opening a school. I think the school is called Regina Cheli. And he was obviously accompanied by members of the church. This school was built by the Catholic Church. And Chiwenga is clearly setting himself as someone who is more moderate, who is more religious, and who won't be draconian like Mnangagwa. So I think this is the strategy that Chiwenga has got, and I hope that it works for him. This is what is going on here. So let's observe carefully what happens. You can also see that Chiwenga is talking of infrastructure projects. So he's talking about schools, and he says that they are going to be building 2,500 schools across the whole country. That's a massive project. And Chiwenga has already built, using his own money, a number of schools. So let's see what happens, and let's see if those plans work, and if Chiwenga manages to establish himself as a force to take over from Mnangagwa, because the post-Mnangagwa era has started. As I said, the post-Mnangagwa era has started, but we now clearly have two centers of power. That is one center of power with Mnangagwa and one center of power with Chiwenga. So let's see who now dominates going forward. Mnangagwa is failing very, very badly. All the projects that Mnangagwa has started have not been completed. Let me show you one project today, which is the Gwayi Shangani Dam. This thing is a mess. So the parliamentary committee responsible for these projects went out today to look. And this project is not going to finish. It's going to take years to finish at this rate. I think it's going on for more than 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. And this was going to be a solution for water for Bulawayo. However, this is not finished. And they've now abandoned the building. They are now focusing on the hydroelectric generation. That little thing that you see there, that is that black thing. So the whole Gwayi Shangani Dam has stopped. And what the mayor of Bulawayo has now suggested is that they focus on Kami Dam. So I've never seen Kami Dam. I have to research what David Coulter is talking about when he talks about Kami Dam, what that is. So that is what they're focusing on now is Bulawayo, because there's no water in the city. They're going for hours without water. So these are some of the things that Chiwenga can use as campaigning strategies going forward, because someone has to take over. The opposition is sleeping on the job. There is no one in the opposition now who is talking. I've been looking at Chamisa's Twitter account. It's basically quiet, and I know why. Chamisa has not been in control of that account for a very, very long time. So whoever is in charge of that account is not motivated to continue to produce tweets on behalf of Chamisa. So we have a massive opportunity for Chiwenga. There's almost a leadership vacuum in the country. But let's see what happens within the next 5 weeks. As I said, by the end of October, we're going to see something massive happening across Zimbabwe. Then I want to quickly look at breaking news with the passing away of the mother of one of the ministers here, Paul Mavima. I think his mother is called Teresa Mavima. You can go and check out on Twitter. And then SADC signed an agreement with the United Nations for security. So that is an MOU with Mr. Vladimir Voronkov, the Undersecretary for United Nations Office of Counterterrorism. And I guess that is to do with the war in the DRC. These guys are failing very badly. They're losing very, very badly over there in the DRC to the soldiers that are backed, or the rebels that are backed by Rwanda. So I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover for today. And if you have paid money on any of our platforms today, please send me your address so that we can send you your products. If you bought, we've got only a few packs that I want to give a few people who are all over the place. If you paid money, just give me your address, because I saw some guys paid and then I don't even know like where these guys are based. So send me your details, your address, WhatsApp me your details on that number, which is our number here. I'm very busy, so I'm not able to give you guys a link. We'll sort that out very, very soon. Then tomorrow morning is a very busy news day. Friday is the busiest news day. So I'll be here 5 a.m. in the morning to give you the breaking news. And today has been quite a very quiet day, but we're going to be keeping up the daily broadcast in the evening. And as I said, we need to create a broadcast for the raw areas, because we've got a bunch of new people that have never been on the internet that are joining us because of Starlink. We can clearly see the number of views that are coming, that these are new people, and we need to come up with these people and make sure that they understand what we're talking about. Starlink is a massive opportunity. And 2025, all I'll be doing is Starlink and high-speed rail. That is all I'll be doing. And then I'll let you guys know if I'm able to travel to the United States. We're in the process of sorting out the documentation. So if that works out, you guys are going to be able to see the United States election at very close range. But let's see what happens. These things are very late. We left this very, very late, and anything can happen. So let's look at the comments here. What are you selling, Gamba? I'm not selling anything. I'm just giving you guys access to Move so that you can see if it works for you or not. So we've got a supplier here, but because you know me, then we are giving that supplier access to you guys who want to try the Move 100 grams for $25. That is what has been sold. Today, a lot of guys have bought. So let's see if you're interested. Kuti musa jairirwa nemasalad. So you can buy if you want to see how it works for you. Very interesting plant, that one. A lot of guys have told me a lot of interesting experiences with the Mve tree. And in Zimbabwe, it is very, very popular. So if you're interested, just WhatsApp me and then I'll show you how to buy it. But if I delay to answer you, it's because I'm always busy. Then let's look at another comment. What are you selling? And then all those who are going to take this medicine are going to face a problem after 2 months. Okay, Mkoma author, MBK, please tell us. Maybe you know something that I don't know. I've got a traditional healer that I've been talking to today. So they know all about this plant. And it's not a new plant, it's an old plant. And then Mkoma Glory says, Chiwenga may be ruthless as people seem to think, but he will never reach the level of cruelty, incompetence, and callousness as Mnangagwa. Zimbabwe's worst mistake. So whoever is going to be president of Zimbabwe after Mnangagwa is going to have a massive opportunity. He's going to do very, very well. He's going to sit on at least 100 billion. And the economy is going to kick. What has happened is that Mnangagwa has failed to make the economy work, because Mnangagwa started well. He had a lot of goodwill. But the problem with Mnangagwa is his vision is very small. Mnangagwa's vision is very small. He has never done a new project. That was not done by Mugabe. He only completed Mugabe's project. What you need in Zimbabwe is a totally new approach. High-speed rail, planned cities, and a military planned city. Every soldier, 2 houses in the city, one in the city, one in the village, and one in the planned city, and a military engineering corps. Simple. You can make a massive country. when your country is got so much opportunity, and Zimbabwe is one of the countries that geographically, there is no other country like Zimbabwe. If you put a high-speed rail station in Gweru, 2 hours to any place in Zimbabwe, you'll be there. And our country is a problem because people are spending hours waiting or trying to move from one place to another. That is the problem that we have in our country. So I'm looking forward to a great new period for Zimbabwe. We're going into an amazing period, but before we go there, there's going to be a problem, and we're going to have a transitional period. You can see, Kuti, the opposition has gone quiet. Our politics has resulted in a vacuum or a one-sided politics where ZANU-PF dominates everything. We want someone to go into the opposition, and that person is going to come from ZANU-PF. Someone is going to jump from ZANU-PF and jump into the opposition. You're going to see it very, very soon. Right, Nkoma Herbert, you can call me and we have a chat. And it's very interesting what people are saying about the Mumbai tree. But as I said, so let me just give you guys some tips. There are certain things that a man cannot not have in the house, right? One is Mumbai, right? 2 is organic honey. There is no way in your house there can be no organic honey. That's crazy. 3 is ginger. If you see in your house as a man, you don't have ginger, you're doing something crazy. And then 4, you cannot not have green tea. And then in the a secret kangu. Let me see if I've got something here in my office. Something that I can show you. This is very expensive. This thing, this one here, is the most expensive herb ever. This herb is called black marker, right? Instead of drinking coffee, that's what you drink. If you want to go, let's say, to the gym and you don't want to drink pre-workouts and all that kind of stuff, if you drink that thing, it's like you've had coffee without having coffee, because coffee is very dangerous. If you drink too much coffee, first, your teeth become yellow, and 2, you have a crash after a while. So those are the herbs that you need to have in your house. So that is the organic honey. You must have that. The ginger, the black marker, and the mumbe. The mumbe, you use it 2 times a day. I'm Daran Fonera from Joburg, who says he knows how to make that stuff. And we'll be talking to him so that the guys in Joburg can have access. Because what that thing does is it reduces inflammation in your body. Mkoma Tafa is complaining about me skipping his comments. He said you should broadcast in Shona in the morning and English in the evening to cater for everyone. Some people don't understand English. Kambako Media. I agree, Mkoma Tafa. We're going to have a Shona broadcast. Next year, I'm going to put a Shona broadcast in place. If you go to our TikTok right now, there's a Shona video there, which was done by ZBC. It's almost 200,000 views. So it means there's this massive market that wants to hear Shona video. We're also going to do Ndebele video. We had a newsreader in Ndebele, and the newsreader is Shona, but that never picked up. So we dropped that. But I think TikTok is a place where you can play around with those kind of things, and it will work. So I'd like to thank all of you for watching and for all the support that you're giving to Gambako Media. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning at 5 a.m. as usual, as I give you all the trending news. Thank you very much for watching, and a good night to you all.